this evening and being present in our children's educational journey. One thing I learned from my PTA years way back when was that the single most important person in your child's life is their parents, and the single most important person in their education is their teachers, but their first teacher are their parents. And so you are the most important partners that our children have, and it really does make the biggest difference in academic success for our children. So I thank you all for the commitment that you've made to be here this evening, to learn more, to be advocates. And part of my job this evening is really just to listen and learn from you, to see what I can do to ensure that every child in our state has the quality education that they deserve. Because, getting to your question, education is, as far as I'm concerned, the single most important thing that we can be doing for our children, for our future. We know that it is the path to prosperity. We just had Martin Luther King Day. Martin Luther King said that education is the road to equality and citizenship. And it truly is. It is the single most important thing that we can do for our children. And I intend, as the new Senate Chairman, to really be advocating very loudly that every session should be the session where we focus on education. We've got big issues. We've got lots of kids who are still struggling to figure out where they fit in. We have parents who are not participating in the system, and we have lots of parents who do. And we've made some great strides and some great move forward, but we need to make sure that we continue that progress moving forward for all of our children, not just in the long term, but for today. I remember as a parent going for my first big Board of Ed meeting where I was advocating for new books in our school because reading was so important to me, to my children's education. I remember one of the board members saying to me, well, you know what, maybe next year we'll get to that. I said, well, you know, I got news for you. That's not good enough for my kid. My kid's here now. My kid's here now and needs a good education today, not next year. I can't lose this day. And so we need to be partners and do something about this. And I'll tell you something right now, I surely don't have all the answers of how we fix this, but I do know that we fix it together, and there's nothing more important that we could do.